What's up my beautiful friends, it's Eddie here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Today I am going to take you guys back to the year 2002. That's right my friends, today we're going to be taking a look at a Y2K fashion doll. So I'm very excited. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Lollipop Girls doll. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Lollipop Girls. I myself actually am not very familiar with these dolls. So I thought it'd be really fun to unbox one on camera and to review her and take a look at her. We currently live in a world where Y2K fashion and Y2K aesthetics are very much trending. And so I thought some of you guys would really enjoy seeing one of these dolls. Lollipop Girls were made and created by doll designer McLean. McLean, I believe, was mostly known for her porcelain dolls, so it's pretty cool that she decided to release a fashion doll line. The one that I have here with you guys is Brigette, and she was part of the first wave of Lollipop Girls dolls that were released, the first 6 dolls. This one is part of the inaugural edition. Lollipop Girls were pretty much supposed to be a bunch of girls that were fashion models from all different types of places from all over the world. For example, Brigette is from Berlin, which is the one that I have right now. And then there's another one from Germany. There's a girl from California. There's a girl from France, Barbados, England, you name it. So I thought that the concept for these dolls was actually really awesome. Before I take Brigette out of her box though, I do want to share with you guys what her packaging looks like. So this is what your Lollipop Girls doll will arrive in if you decide to purchase one. Of course, these are long retired now, so you'd have to buy one on eBay or Mercari or any website like that. I purchased mine on eBay. So as you can see, she has like a really pretty basic doll box. Although I do love the fact that you do get pictures and names of the other girls on each side of her box. Here's the other side. And she is supposed to be holding a little lollipop, but it fell down here somewhere in her box. But don't worry, we'll be taking a look at that a little bit later. But here's Brigette, our adorable Brigette, and there are some cardboard lollipops on the side. So right here it says, Brigette, I'm from Berlin. And as you can see, as we go down, there are more cardboard lollipops down there. And right here it says McLean Designs. Here is the back of the box. This is the beautiful picture that is in the back with the other 5 girls, 6 in total, that were part of the first wave of Lollipop Girls. And I'm going to go ahead and read you guys what it says in the back here. Meet the Lollipop Girls, international fashion models from around the world. Lollipop Girls are fashion icons. Long legs, big eyes, sweet smiles, great hair, sassy clothes, a unique style combining youthful innocence with grown-up confidence and attitude. Okay, enough talking. I think I have made you guys wait long enough. Let's just go ahead and slide Miss Brigette out of her box. So that actually is pretty important to point out in case you do purchase one and you want to keep her inside of the box. In case you still want to like touch her and take a closer look at her, you can't easily just slide her out of the box and then just put her back in the box. So I did want to let you guys know because I know that there are some inbox collectors watching this. So I finally took Brigette out of her box. It was pretty easy, but it was very time consuming. But before I show you guys close-ups of Miss Brigette here, I do want to point out and share with you guys a couple of things that make these dolls really unique. So obviously the first thing that you obviously see when you see these dolls that makes them really unique is that they have huge eyes. They have like a huge style of eyes. They also do have some pretty big breasts, which I know sounds weird, but they do have like an unusually big breast compared to like other fashion dolls. They also have extremely long legs. That is another huge thing that makes these dolls really unique. And then lastly, they have a tiny, and I mean tiny little waist. I mean even tinier than you have ever seen on any other like Barbie doll, so to say. So I do think that it is important to note that these dolls have a lot and pretty much every feature that a lot of people have considered problematic at one point when it comes to fashion dolls. So I do want to let you guys know those things right up front. I personally think that this doll having kind of like a bigger breast and super long legs and like big eyes makes them really cool because it makes them really unique and they'll definitely stand out in your collection. I am very glad though that now we live in a world where like we have different types of waists in our dolls. We have representation in all of our Barbies and Ken dolls and other fashion dolls as well. So I'm glad that dolls don't have like this super tiny waist anymore. But I also do think that if you are somebody like me who doesn't find these sort of thing offensive, you'll really enjoy these dolls. I think it's cool to own something that is kind of like a timestamp or like time frame of the early 2000s, because this is pretty much what fashion dolls look like, in the early 2000s. So I did want to say that right at the front. But now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the beautiful Brigette. Now, my first impression of Brigette is that she is definitely the sporty one of the group. You can just tell from head to toe that this girl is the sporty one. It seems like every doll line has a sporty girl, and let me tell you, Brigette is definitely the one in her group. So here is a close-up of the beautiful little Miss Brigette here. So as you can see, she is blonde. The quality of the hair feels really nice, you guys. She has a very nice set of hair. She has very good quality hair, you guys. It doesn't feel super soft, but it also doesn't feel stiff or anything. She does have bangs as well. She has like beautiful platinum blonde hair. Let me show you guys. Her hair is in this lovely little ponytail that is held by like a shimmery little rubber band or hair elastic. So she does have bangs, and she does have these really pretty green eyes. She has very tiny lips, and obviously one of the main features of these dolls is that they have huge eyes. So she'll definitely stand out in your collection for that reason alone. She has like these rosy cheeks. She is wearing some silver earrings. She's also got this orange visor on, forgot to mention that, and the orange lipstick to match. Now it seems like orange might be her favorite color. Here is her top, and as you guys can see, these dolls have some big breasts. She is holding this little lollipop, which again has orange swirls on it. And back to her shirt, she does have like this really sporty looking shirt that is white here, and then the sleeves are orange, and then there's like a random little silver star at the front here. It's pretty cute. But the jeans are striped on the side. They have orange and white stripes on the side, and what I love is that in the pockets, one of the pockets in the back, you can see that she has another one of those silver stars, and her clothes do velcro at the back, which is pretty fun. And let's look at her shoes, because she has like these really cool tennis shoes / wedges, heels. They're pretty cool. Again, she's very sporty, so I do appreciate these shoes quite a bit. You guys are going to be happy. Those of you that like articulation are going to be very happy, because this doll is articulated. I actually didn't notice. But one thing to point out about Lollipop Girls is that they have their hands positioned in a place where you cannot move the wrists. So she's kind of going to be like that forever. Her elbow will, come down, but her actual little hand will just kind of stay in this position forever. And that goes for the same thing on the hand where she is holding the lollipop. Now the way that she keeps the lollipop in place is because she has a little hole right there. And I thought it was cute that they still took the time to paint her little thumb orange. I thought that was cute. The rest of her fingers on this hand are not painted though, because you can't really see them. But her fingernails are painted on the other hand, and they of course are orange. So that was Miss Brigette from Berlin. Let me know what you guys think of her. I personally think that these dolls are really unique because they have some really unique factors and features. One of them, of course, being the huge eyes. A lot of people say that these dolls look like baby dolls. I personally do not see it. People say that these are like baby doll heads in adult bodies. I personally don't see that at all. I think she looks like a very mature young adult girl. So I don't know where people get baby doll from. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys get baby doll. You cannot bend her knees, but you can sit her like this. Overall, I think Lollipop Girls dolls would be super fun to own in your collection if you want something that's unique, something from the early 2000s. They are very pretty. I love the high ponytail on this one. I think like these dolls were so ahead of their time. I'm not so sure if they did well or not. There was only like 2 or 3 waves of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that they didn't do so well. But I do feel like a Y2K lover and like Y2K aesthetic collector would love to own one of these Lollipop Girls. They were just very ahead of their time, in my opinion. These dolls can be very pricey on eBay and Mercari. I personally would not pay more than $35 for a Lollipop Girl, just me personally. They would also make super good inbox dolls. If you keep your dolls inboxed, I think they would make a great addition to your collection as well. And they would also look really well on a doll stand in your doll shelves. I don't know what type of doll stand I'll be able to use for her. Hopefully the ones that I have, which are like the traditional, 12-inch fashion doll stands, will work for them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of Miss Bridget. And yeah, I will talk to you guys very soon. Talk to you later, my friends.